To be honest with you, I don't really even know how I was running through the phone book and online, and I was looking for rehab centers, and mainly the reason that I was looking for them was I used to be a victim of domestic abuse. I'm not a victim anymore, I'm a survivor. And consequently, the reason that I was, well, there's no telling why, the reason why I was abused, but I drank to kind of numb the whole deal, and I realized that being threatened to be killed, that it was time to leave. And Sovereign opened up the door to me, and I came. It was the alcohol that was numbing me, I realized had created a real serious problem for me. I'd always been kind of a social drinker up until that point. And then I was afraid that I wasn't ever going to be able to work again without having a beer before I went to work. So I had to get away from the abuser, and this seemed like they opened their doors to me, and that's why I'm here. The friendly people I spoke to on the phone, and their concern. They really wanted to get me out of that situation, and they went to great lengths to do so. Everyone was so friendly and so helpful. I remember the day that I got here, I had 4 intakes in one day by my therapist and the intake person and my caseworker and the nurse, and everybody was really concerned and really helpful. They made me feel like I was going to get a lot of help. I really didn't know what to expect. I've never been in treatment before. They've helped me know me. They've helped me get to know who I am. The reason that I may have attracted this strange person that abused me, and the reason that I chose bad relationships in the past. Now I know who I am again. I've stayed at the Amato House, which is a kind of a house for women, and we've built some strong relationships there, ongoing. Whatever our addictions are, we all have a commonality. Everyone that I've become friends with have really wanted the program, really needed the program, and reached out. And we made the program, we worked with it. We worked with all the tools that they provided us. We've developed bonds that I don't think we'll ever lose. My therapist is awesome. She's awesome. We've done we did some trauma therapy, done higher power. My higher power is God. And we've done a lot of meditation through God, through Jesus, also meditation, just concentration meditation, and that's really, really helped me. It's calmed me down, and I feel very centered. My caseworker is awesome. They've all just been so helpful. I've known them since the very beginning, and the whole staff is incredible. The group therapies were really wonderful. The facilitators they brought up topics that I didn't even know I had troubles with, and all the groups, all of the girls, I've learned from each and every one of them different things, and I went to the core of what my issues were or are, and I've been able to address those. I really like the group on boundaries because I've had trouble with boundaries my whole life. I've given so much of myself that at the end of the day there was nothing left for me. So now I've put those boundaries into practice, and it's helped me really grow. We get to the center and we kind of joke around out at the picnic tables for a while, and then we sign in, come into group, and we go through 3 groups before lunch and go to lunch at the restaurant, and then we go to 2 more groups afterwards. and then we go back to the restaurant for dinner, and then we go home, and then we go to a meeting, AA meeting or NA meeting or a CODA meeting, or there's always meetings available, and they're all really helpful. It gets you in the practice, in the routine of going to meetings, which are a vital part of recovery, anybody's recovery. The staff. I've learned from the staff that I've watched them, and most of them are in recovery, and it gives me hope that I'll be there someday. I mean, I'll be able to walk in their shoes, because I'm gonna go back to school and become a therapist myself. Mainly, I'm gonna give back, not to sovereigns per se, but I'm going to go into domestic violence for women, trauma, and I'm thinking about alcohol and drug therapy, but I'm not convinced. I really want to go into domestic violence and help women who are coming from that situation. If you're willing to put it, recovery is not easy. It's not an easy thing, but if you're willing to put in the work, the staff is there if you want the help. If you're not willing to do the work, then any treatment center will probably do. But Sovereign staff, in my experience, every time I've needed to discuss anything with anybody, they've always been there for me. And I would recommend it to anybody who really wants recovery.